Welcome to Walking with Jesus Bible Study. We're going to be in the book of Haggai, chapter 2, verse 4. And this is God speaking. But this is me reciting the verse and not God. So trust me, I'm going to mess up these names. So forgive me for that because I am not God. I'm just relaying the message. And though I'm not as intelligent to speak these names, please bear with me because I'm pretty sure I'm going to get them wrong. But let's hear God's word anyway. Yet now be strong, O Zebul, saith the Lord, and be strong, O Joshua, son of Josech, the high priest, and be strong, all you people of the land, saith the Lord, and work, for I am with you, saith the Lord of hosts. And I'll repeat that, and hopefully I do a lot better this time. Bear with me. Yet now be strong, O Zebul, saith the Lord, and be strong, O Joshua, son of Josech, the highest priest, and be strong, all ye people of the land, saith the Lord, and work, for I am with you, saith the Lord of hosts. Sometimes God calls us to do big assignments, like me trying to say these words, these names, that would take a great deal of work from many people. Some tasks even seem downright impossible. But where God calls, where God equips, and where God assigns, God strengthens. Where God is calling you to work in His strength today, where is He sending you? What is your purpose? See, we all have this whole thing, oh, what is my purpose in life? What has God called me to do? Oh, this is my calling. And everybody, even though we have these in the scriptures, and we know that we all are unique and important individuals, each and every single one of us is set to do something very important. And it doesn't matter what type of job it is, whether we are a pastor, an evangelist, a prophet, a house mom, a garbage man. Each grain of sand on this earth has a very important job to do. Just like each hair of your head is so important that God has them all numbered, because He has each and every single one of us named, and He knows every single one of us by name. He calls us by name. All of our jobs are important. No matter what it is that we're talented at and that we are to do, we're all called and told to share the good news. That doesn't mean that we're all going to be preachers standing on a platform, that we're all going to be evangelists standing on the street corner shouting the good news. But we are all called to share the good news. Whether it is teaching and preaching on a platform or on the streets, to simply saying to the cab driver, do you know who Jesus is? Have you heard the good news? To the mailman, to the trash man, to your coworker, to the ex that drives you crazy, that you just know that is of the devil. You're supposed to preach to your enemy. That demon needs Jesus. They may be crazy, but they still are your ex. And maybe they need you to tell them about Jesus. Don't you put that evil on somebody else. You fix that evil. Whatever it is that God called and asked you to do. Your dog groomer, your best friend, your family, your children? Have you told your dog today who God is? We are all his creatures. We are all his creation. We are not all his children, but we was all created by him. We all deserve to have him in our hearts. Not that we was worthy, but the reason why we deserve to have him is because it cost him his blood. It cost him his only son. And that wasn't to be let to go in vain. So we deserve to have him in our hearts because he deemed that we was worthy. He said, I want you to be saved. He said, I need you in my kingdom. That we are called to build up his kingdom. He's got a big old kingdom. And he wants it to be filled with his creation. And even though we technically do not deserve it, and we are not worthy, but he says that we are worthy. So much so that he gave his blood for us. He died for us. And that says something. That makes us worth it. It's only because of his blood that we are worthy. Not because we said so. Not because we did anything. Not because of who we are. But because of what he has done. What he has shed. What the price was for us. He is Hosea going and buying back his wife from another man who has got her in bondage and enslaved in her own idolatry. God is Hosea buying us back. He paid the price. We are no longer to live in our idolatry. We are no longer to live in bondage and to be a slave to sin. He has brought us our freedom. He has came and said, you are mine. You was always mine. You are married to me. You belong to me. Now, how many of us, it was like reading the book of Hosea and was like, girl, get it together. This is a good man. What you doing? We are Gomer. We are all Gomers. And God is our Hosea. No matter what we do, he keeps loving us. No matter what we put him through. We are having babies by other people, and he don't care. He's giving them names, and he's still talking to them, he's still calling them. Because we are his. He loves us. He is buying us back. Though the enemy likes to think that we are nothing but trash, that's because he has placed one of those funny mirrors in our vision, making us believe that what is up is down. Oh, we was blind, but now we see. Wake up, people. You are free. You are free.